make sure I get this one set up too so it can go on the podcast. Hopefully y'all can hear me. So I'm talking into this so I can go into the podcast. Hello, hello, hello. Start recording. Perfect. So I usually get on at random times during the day, not normally at night, but I just got done with a virtual session with one of my clients who is in program, and we were talking about manifesting. So I thought I'd just jump on real fast and talk about manifesting really quickly. Like, I don't talk about it all the time anyway. But before I started the session with my client, I was doing a reading for myself, and basically the reading said for me to continue showing up as exactly who I am. No sugarcoating it, no hiding what I do, no, trying to present it in a pretty package for people who don't approve. And, if you don't approve, then this just ain't your flavor, right? So basically, I do a lot of intuitive work. I do healing sessions. I do readings. I read people's energy. I do card readings. That includes the oracle and tarot, and but for the most part, I read people without the tools. The divination tools is what it's called, where you use cards and things like that. I kind of just connect people with people this way, and I start to talk and give information about what I'm feeling from them and what's going on, and then we devise a plan and everything. So that's how our virtual sessions work. We spend about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, doing what's called spiritual counseling or manifestation guidance. That's where we're talking and conversing about, the things that are on your heart. We don't have to do that part. We can just go right in where I start telling you what I'm feeling and, what's blocked and what you need to do. But most of the time, you got something on your heart that you need to express. You got something on your heart that you need to express. And, we do some what's called the spiritual counseling. What makes me qualified to be a spiritual counselor? that that thing that I don't really like to talk about, because I say I ain't gonna act right, but that what's it called? Ordination or whatever, where I'm supposed to be a spiritual guide, spiritual teacher. Okay, so that little you know piece of paper that hangs in my office gives me the ability to do spiritual counseling. But we start with that if needed, and most of the time it's needed, and then we go on into what's called a distance healing session. Distance Reiki, distance healing touch, basically distance healing, but I call it distance intuitive healing because I have this training in multiple modalities, not just Reiki, and I feel people. So I kind of go into meditation mode. I lay back, the person lays back wherever you are in the world. Of course, this was a virtual session, so my client was not present here in Georgia. Clients in another state. I have multiple clients that aren't present here in Georgia who cannot come into my office. So that is how we do it. We do what's called distance. I call it distance intuitive healing. Okay. But I was talking to him. He brought up the topic of manifesting on our session, and we were talking about it. And I said, manifesting is basically doing what you say you're going to do. And we agreed on that. So you basically like get a dream, you think about it, and you're like, oh, I want to do this. This is something that I would like. And then the area where a lot of people fall short is the doing. And I was explaining to him that a lot of people fall short in the doing. This is how I feel about it. It's because all of the information leaves out the doing. We want to sell books. We want to get people to book sessions with us because we have this magic ticket, this magic, the secret is what it was called a little while ago. We have all this information that can help you manifest. So we leave out the but you gotta do some part. We talk about meditation and visualization and affirmations and mantras and energy, but we leave out. You're gonna have to do something. And when I say we, they leave that out because that's my speech. You gotta do something. Because the main part about manifesting is the doing. But that part is often left out, and we talk in woo woo language because we want it to sound good so that you can tell your friend, oh, this book was so good, girl. It got me thinking, got my third eye open, and I've been having dreams, girl, that I know is gonna happen. But what you gonna do with those dreams? Because manifesting is actually doing, but it's been made to believe that it is thinking about it and it happens. Poof, mindset and it happens. But mindset and all of those things are only getting you in alignment for the doing. Okay, so you can imagine all day long, I see all these posts on these manifestation pages on Instagram that say, you will have $1 million tomorrow. Click yes to affirm. Everybody's clicking yes, about a million yeses. You will have this and this tomorrow, or in 2024, day one. Click yes to affirm. Type yes. Everybody's typing yes because that's what we want. And that's all fine and dandy because honestly, that type of stuff is increasing your energy and it's increasing your belief in your faith because you like, ooh, I put on that post, yes, so I know it's gonna come. But the part that we don't want to hear is the how is it gonna come? We don't want to think about that because that sounds tedious. That sounds too hard. That sounds like there's no secret. That sounds like there's no magic. And so we're like leaving that part out. We just want to go to bed knowing that we typed yes to affirm and we going to get our $1 million. But what we going to do for that $1 million? You going to create a course? Are you going to sell a product? Are you going to do something in your business to create that stream of income? Everybody's talking about multiple streams of income. We were talking about that too during this session, and I said it's really just a buzzword right now. Multiple streams of income, passive income. Everybody's buzzing it out. But if you keep talking like that, you're going to have a head full of dreams and no doing. So first you got to get your first stream of income. And then, go ahead and put some things in place to, if you want, get multiple streams of income. That's not what everybody needs, in my opinion, but hey, that's what's going on right now. Everybody wants multiple streams of income, multiple hustles. Your income can, your one income can start to branch off, yes, and be multiple streams of income. But a lot of people are hearing that as I need 2, 3 jobs, I need 2, 3 hustles, I need to sell 2, 3 things. And I was telling my client that manifesting is all about balance. It's all about balance. So if you're seeing it that way as I gotta do this and do this and do this and do this, there's no balance. So you first have to be balanced physically. You have to think about, am I getting enough sleep? Am I getting enough water? Am I taking care of my physical self? And then mentally, am I going through anything emotionally? Is my mind settled, or am I stressed out because I'm trying to get these multiple streams of income? It's all about balance. And so the physical and the mental, and then you think about the spiritual. What is my purpose here on this earth? Do I believe that God or spirit or whatever, term you use, do I believe God told me to be stressed out trying to get these multiple streams of income, or did Instagram tell me that? Did YouTube tell me that? You know what I'm saying? So, yes, we want to be financially stable. We want to have multiple ways that we know that we and our family is gonna be we are going to be taken care of. We don't want all of our eggs in one basket, to where we feel like if I lose my job, it's all over. But we also don't want to lose our sense of balance running behind these terms of passive income, multiple streams of income, all these things. Okay. So if that aligns with you, do it. If it doesn't align with you and you okay with going to your job, and when you get off your job, you relaxing and you going by the lake and you enjoying yourself outside and working with your plants and enjoying life, that, in my opinion, is multiple streams of income as well, because you ain't gonna be sick. So you saving that stream of income that would go to the hospital. You're not gonna be stressed out. So you saving that stream of income that would be, you know, some appointments where you need to work on your mental. You ain't gonna be, worn out. So spiritually you're in line. And so when we're talking about these multiple streams of income, for me, it's not about multiple streams of income, it's about multiple streams of abundance. Okay, so abundance is more than finances. Abundance is more than finances. So when you think abundantly, it takes you out of the rat race of, I have to do this, I have to get more money, I have to get more streams of income. I gotta do this and I gotta do that so more money is coming in, because abundance is having enough to eat. Abundance is peace. Finances are certainly a part of abundance, but abundance is being well in your body, in your mind, in your spirit. So when we are talking about the things that we're hearing that are flowing across social media and everything, we need to think about, do I have balance? Do I have abundance in my life in multiple areas? While I'm trying to get these multiple streams of income, are my multiple areas flowing? Streaming with abundance. Is my mind at peace? Am I, not stressed out? To me, that's what's important. Multiple streams of abundance. Okay, so it's all about balance. And that's why we don't talk about the doing with the manifesting, because it makes it all blah. It makes it sound hard. And they like, I don't want to come to you. You ain't no abundance coach. You bust my bubble coach because you told me I got to actually do some work, or I don't need what I'm trying to get because it's stressing me out too much and I need to focus on my inner peace first. People don't want to hear that. They want to go to the coach that's going to say, here's how you get your multiple streams of income. But if you are unhealthy, if you are stressed out, if you are all of these things, and you are missing the point of what abundance is. Multiple streams of income should be leading to a river, an ocean of abundance. If it's leading to an ocean of sickness, an ocean of worry, an ocean of, I didn't got this extra money and now I'm spending more money and I gotta keep these 5-6 jobs I got. I had a friend, I used to be like that. I would always have 3 jobs as a nurse, 2-3 PRNs, but he had made his way up to 6. I was like, why you got 6 jobs? I don't want to talk about my friend too much, but nice car, nice house, nice everything. You're going to have 6 jobs. And so when we talk about these multiple streams of income, we gotta be mindful that when we're making this money, that we're not spending all of this money too, to where we have to keep going with these multiple streams of income. But anywho, the whole purpose of this live was to remind you that manifesting, the main part of it, the bulk of it, over 50%, 75% of it is the doing. So yes, we talk about visualization. Visualization gets the energy up, or you visualize yourself in it. You visualize yourself in a situation where you want to be, doing what you want to do, looking how you want to be looking, got the amount of money you want to have. That's so important for your mindset, because if you don't do that, your mindset is going to tell you off top, I can't get this. It's not for me. Maybe somebody else could do it, but I can't do it. That's the reason why we push energy and visualization. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to change something on your resume, or you're going to have to apply for another job, or you're going to have to, go to work. If you've been calling out and working one day a week, you can visualize all day, I'm going to make more money, but you have to do something. So it is the doing that's the most important part of manifesting. So I just made it all boring and tiresome, and now you don't want to talk to me, and she ain't no good coach because she just basically telling me to do a whole lot of work. And I already been trying to do it, but I can't manifest it because every time I get started, I stop. I know that's what you're saying. So that's the biggest part about manifesting, is addressing your starting and stopping cycle. And why does that happen? Because at some point you did believe that manifesting was doing, because you were doing. You keep doing, and then you stop, and then you keep doing, and then you stop. So that is the problem. That's the issue of your manifestation plan. Let's figure out why you keep stopping and starting. A lot of times it's because something needs to be healed. You're hurting somewhere about something. You might be grieving. You might be grieving a relationship. You might be having a relationship that's not supportive. And then it goes even deeper. Your family might not be supportive. Your belief system may have you thinking that you're supposed to work hard and stay somewhere for 20 years and just get your gold star. I say that all the time. Just get your gold star on your shirt, and you working all these years for that star. And your belief system, it could be embedded in you. You share your idea with your mom or your dad. That's a good job. You better not leave that good job. And so you keep getting stunted every time you step out to do. So now you've seen someone scroll across your face on Instagram that says, go ahead and type yes to affirm to get your $1 million tomorrow. And now your belief system has attached to that, because the actual tangible stuff that you were doing, you kept, in your opinion, falling short for some reason. So now you into it. Yeah, let me manifest. Let me believe. Let me type 777 on this post so I can get this 7777777 money. When you need to go back to the drawing board. You believed in the doing. The doing is still most important, my friend. The mindset, yes. The seeing the 777 and feeling like, yes, this is my time, is important. But it's time for you to get up and do. And the way to continue, I call it the manifestation path or the purpose path. The way to continue on that path and not sit down is to jump ahead of yourself and think about what keeps making me put it down. If it's telling mama and she like, boy, that idea don't sound good. You got a good job. Don't tell mama. Don't, like I say all the time, don't tell her until the baby come out. Stop telling folks you pregnant and you ain't produced the baby yet. So don't tell mama if that's what makes you stop. Don't tell your friend if that's what makes you stop. And if you lose the motivation, get you a coach or somebody who can be there to help you. If you have an issue with organization and planning, get you a coach or somebody who can help you. Get you some tools, my manifestation planner. all this stuff that I've created for you to manifest. I ain't on this live for nothing. I'm not on here to just run my mouth. I'm on here to tell you that I have the tools to help you, because the doing is the manifesting, but something has been happening to make you stop the doing. So that's why we put these tools in place to get ahead of it. That's why we create your manifestation plan to get ahead of it. So I'm gonna ask you a whole lot of questions, and you gonna tell me, okay, yes, my mama said this, and again, I always tell my clients, don't get mad at your mom. She means well. She doesn't want you to crash and fall because she's scared. But just because she got that fear in her doesn't mean that fear has to grow in you. But understand that fear can be passed down, y'all. It can be passed down through generations where we are scared to step out on faith. We are afraid to step out on what we believe in. We are afraid to step out on our dreams because it's been embedded in our belief system. So that's what I'm saying. Manifesting goes deep, it's holistic. So when it comes to the point where I'm hearing, and usually when I'm hearing, you're hearing too. This is embedded in your belief system, the reason why you put it down, the reason why you have a dream, this big dream, and you get so far and you sit down. It's not that simple to where I just sit down. It goes deep. And once you address it, why it goes deep and where it came from, if it came from your ancestors, if it's flowing through your blood, or if it's coming from a situation that occurred in your life recently or in the past, or it's some stuff flowing around in your aura. I check all of that, y'all. The cards, the little tarot cards over here behind me, they told me to show up big, show up exactly how I do. Yes, I read energy. I'm gonna tell you all about that. If I'm feeling some stuff like, you got some thickness with you, some clouds. What's this? And I'm gonna start breaking it down for you. But if it's something that's in your aura or in your ancestry or whatever you got going on that's caused you to do this stop and start action, your manifesting is gonna keep looking like that. It's gonna be a stop and start manifesting that you got going on. So that is why you hire a coach. That is why you hire an intuitive coach. Somebody like me. Because intuitive means I'm paying attention to you, paying attention to what you got going on. So if you come to session, you sign up for the program, and then you come to session and it's like, oh my gosh, I had this to happen in my family. This person transitioned and they on the other side. I'm not going to be like, okay, so about this business, did you do the business, stuff that we talked about that you were going to do? No, an intuitive coach is going to say, okay, we got to address this grief, because grief can affect your manifestation plan. I've seen where people say, just because you're grieving, or just because you broke up, or just because you got a divorce, and they'll be talking to, like they're talking to their clients, this is content. Just because you got a divorce doesn't mean you can't have abundance. We can continue on your abundance plan. Just because you had a death in the family, you cannot cut yourself off to abundance. You can still have it. Yes, you can still have it. But abundance is more than finances. And abundance is realizing that I get this time to grieve. I get this time to realign, not keep going on this business plan, keep going on these multiple streams of income. You hired me and I'm supposed to be pushing you. Let me keep pushing you on these goals you done wrote out for me. No, intuitive means I'm paying attention to you. And each time you come, I'm like, hey, what's your stress level? What's your pain level? You looking a little bit, like this today. What do we need to address? Because all of those things affect your energy to manifest. So healing and manifesting go together. So that's why I do it both. That's why you see it says holistic nurse and international intuitive coach, because we got to heal and manifest at the same time all the time. There's no such thing as simply manifesting and just going full speed in a manifestation plan, because things are going to come up in your life every day. And yes, I agree. You cannot cut yourself off to abundance because you get a divorce or because something happens. You can still, be abundant in your finances. You can still be abundant in your physical body feeling well. But what I don't agree with is to go ahead and you know, not address that because you're a business coach or you're this type of coach and your client is coming to you in need. That's why you need an intuitive coach. That's why you need me, okay? All right, so 2024, few days around the corner. How many days? 10, 11, something like that. So a lot of y'all gonna wait until, I know y'all thinking about Christmas and the holidays and getting all this stuff for your kids and everything, but you need to think about your manifestation plan. Because y'all gonna wait until December 31st, and then my phone gonna be off the chain, which is cool. Go ahead and slap on the calendar and start booking whenever you feel led to. That's fine, because it always happens every year. It blow up around 12/31, and that's all good. But I want you to think about it now. Not trying to stress you out, because I know you already worried about the holidays. And a lot of people are saying this is the time that, it's difficult, and depression and anxiety and all those things set in around this time. So that's why I need you to think about it. It's because healing and manifesting and all that goes together. So if you're feeling a little lower, you know what I mean? Then this is the time to be trying to connect and not, waiting until you feel overwhelmed or you realize it's a new year and my goals are still sitting on the shelf. Get on your goals now. My calendar has spots. And each session, that first session, there's time to discuss how the session works, what you got going on. But if you have questions, the frequently asked question page is, answering a lot. The services page is answering a lot. You can book a consultation. The consultation goes towards your program. So you get that money back. But yeah, this is the time of year that a lot of people feel down. So it doesn't have to be. I don't like to just accept that. You might hear people say this is just the time of year that depression and stuff, yeah, sets in, it grows. I don't accept that. I don't even really, I shouldn't say this on live or whatever, because I guess my engagement already low. One of these marketing people came through like, your engagement is so low. I deleted the comment. I can help. It's very low. Yes, it's low because I be talking about get up off of here and come on my website. And social media wants you to stay on social media. Yes, it's low because of the stuff I be talking about. And social media pushes certain things. So I need to shut up because I still need this to push my message. But, you know, just I'm getting sleepy. So I forgot. I've lost my train of thought. But just go ahead and get on the calendar. And I will see you 2024. Don't wait until you realize that your goals been on that shelf all year. Now it's a new year. And I saw the comments. Thank y'all for saying I look beautiful and things like that. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let me scroll back a little bit. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm done rambling. Y'all have a good night.